Hello everybody, we are back here on Hunting Unlimited 2009, and today I decided that we would go to the Northern Rockies in hopes of finding some deer and antelope and bighorn species. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun to do. I do want to see what their deer models are like because it has been ages since I actually hunted on this area. As you guys probably know by the last episode we did, it was the first time I had really played the game in about 5 or 6 years, so I still don't really remember a lot of things about the game, so I'd like to see what the antlers and stuff look like for some of these. So let's go ahead and check that out. I also put turkeys on here because I do think it'd be cool to see what the turkeys look like also. But we're gonna kind of spawn down here in the south, I think, and just run north and see if we can come across anything. Now, last time the 308 was not very good, so we're going to replace it with something else. I'm thinking probably the 338, and then we'll replace our 375 with something else. How about, let's go 7mm autoloader. I think that's going to be a good option. That way we do have a semi-automatic rifle, and we also have a bolt action that has a little bit more power. But let's go ahead and change our clothing to the autumn camo, and we will start our hunt. Alright, so about 400 yards east from us there looks like a whitetail doe, I believe. So we're probably gonna head east just in case there's a buck near her also. Oh man, I forgot how jacked up the sensitivity is, but we are good now. So we're gonna head east and see what we can find over here. Oh, we actually do have a deer out to the northwest. That looks like a mule deer, and it looks like a pretty big one too. Let's get a little bit closer and see if we can take a shot on it, because I definitely want to get that down. Wow, there's actually a lot of deer. That looks like a big whitetail right there. This one's decent, but that one looks like a monster. Let's try to get a shot on this guy. It's 367 yards out, so we'll probably need to aim a little high. Oh, that somehow missed. I think it went just over its back. We'll get it eventually.
Going to have to track it.
There, we hit it. That should take it down eventually. And there it goes. So we got ourselves a really nice whitetail deer, and I believe that's a bighorn. Not sure how that missed. You know, let's actually pull out the 7mm. I want to see what it does to the bighorn.
Darn. Going to have to track it. Good vital hit.
Wow, this thing actually has way less recoil than I expected it to. I think we're just going to use the 7mm. It seems like a better option. That is a small mule deer running off, so we won't really worry about that. Let's go get the 2 trophies we downed, and then we'll try to find that mule deer that was over here, because that one looked a lot bigger. Alright, so here's that bighorn sheep. It did fall in the ground, so we can't really get a good look at it. Let's go over here and check out this whitetail deer. It looked like a pretty big one. I think this is by far the biggest thing that we've shot this entire time playing the game. It's bigger than any of the animals we were able to get on Africa. So let's see where it is. It's probably right over this hill. There it is. Oh yeah, that is a monster of a whitetail. Look at all of the drop tines on that guy. That is crazy. So it's almost impossible to get a good trophy shot, so I'm just not going to bother. Let's go ahead and bag this guy though, and get away from this loud water. But I do really want to get that mule deer that we saw earlier, the very first one, because it looked really big compared to anything else we've seen, and that is a bighorn running right at us. Oh, I think it's actually attacking. Or not. I don't know what this little guy's doing.
Good vital hit. Good vital hit.
Well, I guess we're just gonna take this guy. He is bigger than the first one we shot, so we'll go ahead and grab him. We'll probably just jump into another game right after this. Let's go ahead and exit hunt. Okay, so yeah, the second bighorn we killed is bigger, but its horns are smaller, so interesting. But this is a monster of a whitetail deer. Look at the size of this guy. Look at the size of this guy right here. What a beautiful trophy. Let's move him to the trophy room. And then I won't bother with either of those bighorn. But let's go ahead and remove the bighorn and put on mountain goat. And since we already killed a whitetail, let's throw in probably... Let's go with moose. Let's see how the moose look. And let's get rid of the 338 and probably try out the 303 British because I do want to see what it's like. It's one of my favorite guns to use in the Hunter Classic, so I'm hoping it'll be just as fun to use here. Alright, so let's see what we can get going here. Oh, we actually do have some turkeys and some elk too. That is pretty far off, around 900 yards, just about. I don't know if we can hit that shot. I'm wondering if we should try it though. Although I do kind of want to see if we can shoot these turkeys with a rifle because I didn't bring a shotgun or a bow. I didn't even really think about it, so let's see if we can kill the turkeys with the 303 British. Oh, we actually do have some pronghorn right here. Let's actually kill the pronghorn. I do want to get a pronghorn. There we go. That is a pronghorn down. Got another one here. Let's see if we can get that. Barely missed.
Not a deadly shot.
Alright, we hit it.
Well, it hit, but no vitals. Body shot.
Alright, well we hit it 3 times in a row, so it should go down. And that should be our second pronghorn down. I want to try and hit this shot now that we've got those pronghorn down. I'm not too worried about if we miss this. We are going to try the 338. I realized that I actually replaced the 7mm by accident. Alright, so I probably need to practice a little more for these long-range shots because none of those landed anywhere close, but we do have a moose and looks like a smaller moose. Let's get this big one.
Going to have to track it.
Well, that guy should go down. That should be the last trophy that we need to fill our tags up. Let's go get these pronghorn though. Alright, well here's the first pronghorn. Not too bad looking. Honestly, the pronghorn models don't look too bad. They did a pretty good job on them for being such an old game. I had to. I just had to.
That's tiny.
That poor eagle. Oh my gosh. I honestly didn't think I'd hit the hip fire. That poor thing. Alright, so here's our other pronghorn. It was a little bit further to the right than what I remember it being. What's over here? That's just another moose. So we'll go ahead and grab this little pronghorn and head over to that moose that we shot. Because that moose did look pretty big, so I definitely want to try and find it. If we did end up killing it, we hit it a couple times, so it should die. There's that little pronghorn, a lot smaller than the last one. So let's move over and try to get that moose now. So as far as I can tell, that moose never died, so I think we're gonna go ahead and kill this mountain goat since it's just running along here. Oh my gosh, something just jerked my aim hard to the left. I guess I was out of breath or something.
Well.
Oh my gosh, honestly, the breathing is rough in this game. They need to chill out on the shake when it comes to running out of breath.
Body shot.
Finally hit it.
Good vital hit.
There we go. We hit lungs on that one. Here is our little mountain goat. This thing does actually look pretty small. I think we got a very tiny one. But there it is, and that ends the hunt for us. So let's go back and check these guys out. So we got the mountain goat in the lungs. And then we have two pronghorn. This one's got a bigger body, but it does appear to have smaller horns. That's very weird. A lot of the times I've noticed that some of the bigger bodies have smaller horns, which is... I mean, it can happen in real life, so I mean, it's realistic. It's just not something you see a lot of hunting games do. But I believe this is our biggest one, so we're gonna move it to the trophy room. And we'll do the same with this mountain goat. So let's go check these guys out in the trophy room. So there is the whitetail. I'm not sure if it lets me zoom in at all. Oh, there we go. We actually can zoom in. Nice. Alright, awesome. That's cool. So we are actually able to zoom in on them. Look at the way that rack is. Now obviously this game is older, so the graphics for it aren't the best, but man, I wish they would just add non-typicals to Call of the Wild already. I want to find some deer like this that aren't the great one, you know? It'd be nice to be able to find a deer that looks like this without it having the rarity of a gray one. Something in between diamonds and the great one is, I think, needed. Because we need something else that we can grind for besides diamonds, but that also won't take months upon months to find. So I think non-typicals, whenever they decide to bring them in, are going to be a game changer. But anyway, that's pretty awesome. Let's check out what else we got in here. So I guess this is the only other thing we have from this hunt. But there he is. We do have the mountain goat. So that's not too bad, but there's the mountain goat right there. I like how they actually have exit wounds also. That's kind of cool. But this is a pretty small mountain goat, so I can't really judge how they look off of this, but the models don't look terrible, but they don't look great either. But overall, not too bad. Well, anyway, I think we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Let me know down in the comments what you guys would like me to do next. Do you want me to continue doing Hunting Unlimited, or is there any other hunting games you guys would like to see? If you agree with somebody else in the comments, be sure to hit the like button on their comments so that I know which ones you guys actually want to see. So, yeah. Until next time, my dudes, I hope you all have a fantastic day. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I see that over 50% of you are not subscribed, so be sure to hit that sub button if you're enjoying the content. It does help the channel out a ton. But until next time, peace, my dudes.